Today on Riffs, Beards, and Gear, we check out the One Kit Wonder Aggressive Rock Drum Kit from GetGood Drums. GetGood Drums have been putting out gold-sounding drums for quite a few years now. If drums could sound like $1 million, it would be any kit from GetGood. They just sound so good right out of the box. The velocities are great, the tones are dialed, and the latest kit from the One Kit Wonder series, Aggressive Rock, is no exception. Now, the One Kit Wonder series is GetGood Drums' alternative to their bigger, more muscular MIDI drum kits like the P4 kit and Invasion. Those are very in-depth kits, and for someone who's looking to get into the writing mode or wants to just kick something out and sound good without sacrificing their drum tones at the same time, the One Kit Wonder series is a more stripped down, ready, out of the box, let's just get to where we're going kind of drum series. And today we were going to be taking a look at the Aggressive Rock kit. Now, before we go any further, this video is sponsored by GetGood Drums. They asked me to show you the Aggressive Rock kit. However, all thoughts and opinions are mine. Now, first, we're going to hear the Aggressive Rock drum kit in the context of a mix. Now, the only processing I am doing on the actual drums themselves is just a single instance of a tape machine from Universal Audio. This is a stereo instance of Aggressive Rock, and it just sounds great. Take a listen. Okay, so I am in Logic Pro X. I'm going to go ahead and bring up Aggressive Rock. This is what you're greeted with. This is the interface that, if you've used anything with GetGood Drums, will seem familiar to you. However, much like the Modern Fusion One Kit Wonder pack, this is very stripped down and it's very, very straight to the point. Up at the top, we have the full kit. We have our MIDI settings. We have a groove player. And then we have the about information. That's literally it. Now, if we want to mess with the levels of our drums, we can do that by clicking on the mixer down below. However, there's no switching out drums here. This is the snare you're given. These are the toms you're given. This is the kick you're given. And these are the cymbals you're given. However, they sound legit awesome. I'm going to go ahead and play you the isolated drum kit just by itself. I love how punchy the toms are. When it comes to toms specifically, I'm pretty picky. I don't like a lot of wow. I like a deader tom. Honestly, I like Eagles toms. Don Henley, they're kind of thuddy. They don't have a ton of sustain, but they have a lot of punch. That is this kit. This is the Aggressive Rock kit. Under each shell, under each section of the drum kit, you have a balance button. You can bring up the levels of the individual mics. So we have the close mic, the overheads, the mono, the room, and the reverb, and you can then dial in how much of this kick are in those things. That's how you read that. Same with the snare. The snare, I like some reverb, and I like a lot of room as well. Let's go ahead and solo this snare, and it'll give you an idea of what I got going on. Just the rooms sound fantastic. They're not harsh. They're not too boomy either, which is something I really enjoy. Let's hear these individual kit pieces by themselves. Now, in this top right corner, we have parallel button and a master EQ button. Parallel is going to engage the New York style parallel compression, which is something that, generally for aggressive rock or anything rock related, you generally need. So I'm going to play the drums again and cycle the parallel button on and off, and then I will switch to the master EQ as well. As you can see, the parallel compression is pretty evident. It takes the drum kit sounding pretty wild and really kind of brings it under controls and tightens, especially the low end. And with the master EQ, this is mimicking an EQ curve that you might have on a master bus, and it's kind of shifting and scooping out some of the mids. I don't personally like the master EQ button on for what I do. However, your mileage may vary, especially if you're using this in a different genre. And then finally, on the left-hand side, we have CPU scaling, high, medium, and low. So if you have an older computer or a slower computer, this is very, very handy for writing and not hogging up all of your CPU. And then we have a on the left, we have a master output slider and then a master reverb slider. Let's take a listen to see what that sounds like. And that is the One Kit Wonder Aggressive Rock MIDI Drum Kit from GetGood Drums. This is probably, I think this is one of my favorite kits from the GetGood lineup ever. Now, I will put it second only to the P4 kit for me, because I can switch out drums with the P4, and obviously that's a little bit more in depth and more option and feature rich. However, for writing and getting down ideas, I have a separate template that I use just for writing, and this kit has now replaced the Modern Fusion kit from the One Kit Wonder series. Pretty awesome. Currently, at the time of this filming, I think they have a Black Friday sale going, so I think it's $39. Normally, it's I think $59. So either way, you're coming out ahead. A little bit of money for a lot of drum tones. I will link down below in the description if you would like to check out more info for yourself. All the pickable links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I have been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed the video that you just watched, please consider subscribing. It helps me, help you, and then in turn you get more stuff to watch. And also, I have all sorts of stuff down in the description of this video. Sweetwater giveaway stuff. There's all sorts of links to all sorts of things. So consider checking that out as well if you're gonna hang. But if you don't hang, all good. I still love you.